dance here. Screen, every win in between. Built this from nothing, now it's ours to define. Not just wasted, not just games. This is fire in our veins. Feel the bass, feel the pull. Every second getting full. No delays, no disguise. Watch the moment come alive. Lights on, engines loud. Turn this moment up right now. Stream on, no backing down. Sing it so we own the sound. This is the calm before the chaos, the breath before the dive, the silence before the roar, the spark before the light. Turn it up, don't blink. This is bigger than We're not alive yet, but the moment's here.
Here we go. It's right. Good afternoon. Good evening. Good morning to everybody out there. Jason here at City Tree Sports. It's a pleasure to have you live at a charge. A little countdown of green as we get ready for Church's Pocono. It is, it is a good day. It is a good day. And we are live on YouTube and Twitch. If you haven't done so, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the follow button, do what you got to do. If you're one of the people who got gifted a sub during our offline session, make sure that you say thank you. We had 10 gifted subs while we were offline. Drivers are out there qualifying here tonight as we roll in to Pocono. Let's talk about the race and talk about those photos that you're seeing because, it's Church's Pocono. That's what it is. 2.5 mile length racing surface. We're going to run 90 laps tonight. Stage lap completion, lap 30. No fast repair for the drivers. That is zero fast repairs as we get to it. Ball status BB Music, Adminboxx, all on board tonight. Pit road speed limit at 55 miles an hour. Week 16 here at Pocono. We're a couple of races away from playoffs here in the Chop Shop Cup Series. We just crowned last week an O'Reilly Series champion. So we're going to be beginning that season here the next couple of weeks. And so that's going to be good. Long Pond, it's showing up tonight. So drivers are looking out and doing what they do. Mr. Church is on your screen. You can see a lot of photos out there for him. It was Church's birthday this past week. He turned the big, I think 4-0 is what it is. I think it's what we got. He's in a couple of decades. He's been alive for a couple of decades. So you're going to see some photos of him being out there. This is all about Church, and he is ready to rock and roll. We're ready to rock and roll with him. So happy birthday to Church. Happy birthday to anybody celebrating a birthday, but more specifically Churchy. Yeah, Robert Church celebrating his birthday. He is going to be on the driver cam. Speaking of driver cams, let's go through them real quick. As we look at it, Brian Fine, your first driver cam tonight. He is ready to rock and roll. Second driver cam is going to be Mr. Dudley. He's coming up from Saturdays to race on Friday, so he's got a little vacation time. He's going to come out there and do it. There's Mr. Church. He is ready to go. He is all on point. And he is all doing it. Casey setting this up with me behind the scenes. We did a thing, and she reached out to me and said, Hey, is there a way? Yes, there's a will, there's a way. And we'll be doing something nice for Church on our end as well. When we get bits and subs and doing all that stuff, it's and we get donations and stuff like that. We usually have a tendency to do something nice with it. So happy birthday to Church. It is Church's Pocono. It's all about Church today. There is Chris Justice. He is ready to rock and roll as well. Michael Strickland's going to be one of your driver cams tonight. And then last but not least, Mr. Jerry Culver. He is on point. We're going to see all these drivers making it work and doing what they need to do. So happy birthday to Church. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. W's in the chat for an evening Gator. Hello, Mr. Dudley. W's in chat for Church. W's in chat for Casey for setting it up. We appreciate everybody out there. So keep your eyes on the prize. Keep yourselves ready to go. It's going to be cool. So thank you very much to everybody. We love you. We appreciate you. And we do love ourselves some Church, right? Church is good people. Yeah, we had an offline hype train. Isn't that crazy? Thank you for the 10 gifted subs to the community. Mr. Rawlings, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Thank you to all of you. Thank you to everybody. You guys are amazing. Each and every one of you are amazing. We love being a part of it, love being about it, and love making sure that you guys are good to go. So, all look crazy. All crazy. You know what I mean? Man? That's the way we look at it. Penguin able to make it into the other side. Yeah, Penguin getting some love. I got shouted out. So, all the fun stuff. That's what it is. We keep doing a thing. We keep shaking and baking, folks. We keep shaking and baking. All right, took a sip of a little bit of sweet tea, and we're ready to go. And let's take a look at the point standings before the drivers start gridding up here. Point standings for the series. Sorry, Churchy, I got your photos are doing. I didn't put the remote in. Let me put the remote in for this so I can hide it for just a second. Okay. All right. Hold on just a second. All right. Hold on. All right, Churchy. Nathan Bigard, 6 wins in the series, leads the point standings over Tyler Dalton, 58 points behind. 2 wins on the series for he. Brandon Banks, Brian Fine, Jason Day, Michael Strickland, all the way through 6. It's playoffs were to begin today. Joshua Sigfrid would be out. Logan Kogar, Joshua Sigfrid would be in. Kogar would be out. So, but we got a couple of races left. I mean, we're separated by mere points. So it's going to be massive to look at. Your driver's going to be fantastic. Evening, Gator. Evening to everybody. Let's see. Did you watch the GTA 6? The GTA 6 overlay or the video for the Netflix thing that they did, or they released all the information. I thought it was pretty cool. Pretty excited to play GTA 6. We'll have that. We will be a day one player. We'll be playing it on the Xbox. We'll just have to stream it from there to here. Then what else? What else is going on? iRacing has a big update coming up very soon. And Greg, thank you. Sorry, Greg, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate you. It looks great. Yeah, it looks good. I think it looks good. Let's see. What was the development update? Multi-class pace cars are coming. Update confirms the arrival of the Aston Martin Valkyrie is going to be coming in with and 2 Caterham models. The physics and infrastructure major revision targets several existing cars alongside some of the backgrounds. Let's see. What else? It was about an hour ago. They're going to be re-releasing some of the Road America tracks. They're going to get the update. Spa's going to get an update. IndyCar configurations are going to get an update. A lot of track refreshes. Summer Point's going to get one. Road Atlanta. Again, the Valkyrie's coming in. I was talking about that. The Gen 4 Grand National Series is going to be happening. That's pretty big for the Gen 4 Cup and the Gen 4 Grand National Series. Sprint cars are going to get a complete front to end rebuild. The physics upgrade is going to get an update as well. Multi-car pace car is going to be in. Season 4 has new UI stuff to include change to the pit stall summary. So your pit summary is going to be changed. They are migrating over to the VFX engine, so their new modern VFX are going to be starting to come in. So if you've been looking for that or waiting for that, so have I. There is going to be a single-player career mode attached to iRacing coming soon. So you can follow the real-world path of iRacing. So that is That's pretty huge. Zero extra costs. You don't have to buy any extra tracks, anything like that. And again, the graphics engine is going to be taking a big swing. So those are things that I'm looking forward to. iRacing has a big update. It's only going to make things that much better for us and for these drivers out there to have the biggest and most immersive sim experience they can have. So check out the article at iRacing.com if you want to do that. And then, yeah, it's going to be good. All right, starting grid. Nathan Bigart's going to be your Stay Tuned Sports pole sitter. Check out Stay Tuned Sports on Apple iTunes, Spotify, and of course out there on the beautiful YouTube. You can watch them live. What are you doing? Tyler Dalton's going to be your outside pole sitter. Brian Rayburn, Bentley Glazer going to be up row number 2. Row number 3 is going to be Chad Coleman and Brandon Banks. Row number 4 is Brian Fine, Mr. Strickland out there, of course. Row 5 is going to be Tyler Lemon and Logan Kogar. Row number 6 will be Jonathan Parsons and Cameron Dario. Row 7 is Jeremy Bailey and Chris Justice. Teammates going to be starting side by side. There is David Steiner back there with Joe Hudson. The Aussie coming back into the mix. Good to see him. Justin Hendry's going to be out there with Brad Dove. Row 10 is going to make up Robert Dudley and Mr. Church. They're going to start side by side. Love to see those guys out there working. Craig Parks, Ron Hollyfield there in row 11. Row 12 here for Clint Hackett and Eric Schaefer. Row 13 will show up with Jeff Kay and Jeff Laraway. Row 14 back to Craig Bridge Jr. and Michael Wolf. Row 15 is going to make up Fred Chase and Jerry Culver. Row 16 is Brock Duty. That'll be your 31 drivers tonight. They're all ready to go as they be it, as they do it. They're going to be doing some things. Hold on. We're going to bring this guy up here. We're going to talk to him for just a second. All right, Mr. Church, it's your birthday. Well, I know your birthday just passed, but it is your birthday stream, so you get to celebrate the birthday stream. Anybody you want to thank out there, sir?
I just thank the girlfriend, Casey, and my whole family. All the guys that I race with every week. Everybody's just a great group of guys, you know. Same with you too, you know.
Well, it's kind of crazy. What's your game plan tonight?
Survive, you know. that's about my weekly MO is survive. So if we can just survive and be all right, we might be able to make some moves here.
Yeah, it stays lap 30, so you get the challenge. This car's tough to pass, and yeah. I'm seeing dust on the back straightaway. What is going on?
It is dusty. Yeah, it is real dusty, really dusty.
Man, I tell you, you know what? The winds of the Northeast coming to land down some Iowa dirt. I know we're not at an Iowa track, but at least you get to get out there and run at something big.
Yeah, I think anybody should come visit, you know, Knoxville, Iowa, the Knoxville Raceway. If you like dirt racing, even if you don't like dirt racing, I bet you'll leave like dirt racing. But
yep.
Yeah, well, I think anybody should join. Come check that out. But yeah, no, this really surprised me, honestly. So just thanks to everybody, and special thanks to Casey.
There you go. All right, Mr. Church. I will hopefully not give you the commentator's curse. Good luck on the start of the race, and let's hope to see you in the top 3.
Thanks, buddy.
You too. That's Churchy. There he is. He's the birthday boy. He's ready to rock and roll. It's a good track to be able to talk to him. Look at that. Let's go Rayburn out there. Mr. Hammond rooting on the Rayburn. It is ready. We're going. We're green, green, green. Let's go, boys and girls. John, are you working? See, we got a race controller tonight. New race controller. Coming around, lap 1 complete. Jonathan Parsons working. Tyler Dalton trying to take over the lead over Nathan Bigard. Bigard keeping it close. Right now, Cam Dario working. Driver's going to be in the shift. That's what it is. Yeah. Good thing so far. We're holding on, folks. Holding on aboard Chris Justice here. He's got the 45 on the outside. Out of the Parsons trying to make it work. Cam Dario in the slip. Oh, gets into the door. Whoa. 45 up the racetrack. The 11 was getting into the door right there of Chris Justice. And now here comes the 63 battling back. So Cam Dario is going to lose some spots here as well. Trying to get the push on Jonathan Parsons, who's just ahead. And they all work. They're working hard. Brian Fine in 7th where he started, right behind Chad Coleman. Coleman looking on the inside of Brandon Banks. Kogar back into the mix as well. Everybody hold on to everything they got. Ain't nothing but a thing, folks. Ain't nothing but a thing. There is Mr. Dudley. He is in 20th right now. He's trying to hold on to what he's got. Church is going to be on his outside. Everybody trying to mash the gas and move it forward. This is a track about survival, that's for darn sure. 28 on the outside, 94 there as well. Everybody don't blink, the race will be over. That's the way I look at it. Now they got a little bit of racing left. There's Church again. Church rolling onto the corner. Let's take a look for the nose cam here as he chases down Joe Hudson. He's in 20th where he started. Fred Chase is going to be up 6. Schaefer, hard charger right now, up 9. Brad Dove off 10. Having to come back through the field. Good qualifying spot as they all go to work. Working to the outside. Church getting there. Joe Hudson on the inside. The racetrack where you can make passes where you need to. We were on Chris Justice just a little bit ago. Let's go to this man. How about him? How about Stryker running the driver cam tonight? He's running 8th as Kogar 0.2 of a second behind. A little bit of the wall, a little bit of the front splitter there. Try to make sure that he keeps himself in the draft. Ian Kogar save a little bit. This is a track where, man, John, if you were racing, you'd have been one of my shoo-ins for this one. If you guys don't know, John Hammond really good at this racetrack. Really good at this racetrack. Love to see it. Jerry Colbert is rolling back here in that 29th spot. Going to keep himself at bay. 13th, rolling Mr. Wolf jumping to pit road. I think some drivers maybe having connection issues here on the iRacing platform. Pretty stinking cool. .13 on the inside of the 71. He will try to make that pass. Laraway way up there. Gary's managing. He is managing. This is what they do. All right, up front. Tyler Dalton out front. 0.3 of a second. Bigart, Glazer, Rayburn. Rayburn in 4th. Brenda Banks up a spot. Chad Coleman back a spot. And it's just based on how the race is gonna run itself. Right now, Tyler Dalton working. Michael Wolf coming off pit road is going to be leaving here. Bottom side of the racetrack, full of a little bit of dirt and debris. He comes off pit road. He's going to meet the field. Chance to get up to speed as they work. Thank you to Budgie. Thank you to everybody being out there. Thank you to each and every one of you for putting on a heck of a day and a heck of a way. We appreciate you guys very much. Join the Chop Shop Racing Discord if you want to be a part of the Cup Series, the Truck Series. They do have a Thursday night 87 series that they have been running. And also, coming up here in the next couple of weeks, the start of the next season. I think it's the 4th season of the Chop Shop O'Reilly series. It's going to be on Saturday nights. Session goes live at 7:30 Eastern, and will be races will start right about 8:30 Eastern. I go live 10 minutes prior to that, so it'll be broadcasted here. So make sure you check them out. Join the Chop Shop Racing Discord. Have some fun with them, and get involved. Get involved. If anybody's out there that knows what the admission price is to run a season, I think it's like less than $1 a race. So. All that does is goes to help pay me and make sure that they can pay for the sessions, and because there's a lot of wear and tear on a league, and it shouldn't be involved in driving. So that's what they do. So if you want to be a part of it, make sure you do so. We love our we've been with Chop Shop for 5 years, something like that, almost 6 years. Getting close to it, 5 years at least. And they've kept us busy, and at the same time, they've kept us in an active. I mean, a lot of our growth that happened in the middle part of our career happened with Chop Shop on board. So we'll be here to support them for as long as they have us, and we appreciate them. 23 laps to go to the stage. Tyler Dalton, 0.3 of a second. Nathan Bigart backed up the corner to try to close in the rear bumper to Bentley Glazer, try to pull everybody close. Glazer is going to be up a spot here. Rayburn working. And again, tough to pass here on this racetrack. It's one of the things I was hearing in the Discord. It's what I've been hearing on this car, on this racetrack. You have to force a driver to make a mistake. And right now, this car with people close to him, like right here, Chris Justice has the 29 just ahead. You saw as close as he was to the back bumper, freed up the car. Ooh, baby. Back it out of the corner. Kogar off a spot. Chris Justice is going to go to the outside. He's going to drift high here. Let's see if he can hold on to it. See if he can roll. 29 throttles back up. Able to clear here. A good day. Tyler Dalton, Bigart, Glazer, Rayburn, right in tow. Brandon Banks working. Everybody putting on a good show. Chad Coleman off a spot. Brian Fine there as well. Let's see. Check it into the field. How about Schaefer? Schaefer up 9 spots. Able to get through the field a little bit here on the restart. Taking care of business. Does have Cam Dario right behind him. Church is up 3. He's in 17th. Greg Parks up 3. Fred Chase up 8. He has a big run right here to Clint Hackett. Fred Chase looking for the run on the inside. Driver shifting almost simultaneously there. Fred looking on the inside. See Clint Hackett downshifting into the corner. Going to go ahead and let the 94 go, and he'll throttle right back up. 94 is going to be free on the bottom. Going to lose a spot there. Just getting tight underneath will free up the rear of the car. When you try to throttle up, there's some bumps there out of turn 1 that just makes the car upset. Kind of crazy. Tyler Dalton, Nathan Bigart, quarter second the gap. Nathan Bigart got the stage win. Tyler down to try to shake a little bit of it. Bentley Glazer, Rayburn try to close it as well. Brian Fine to the outside of Brandon Banks. Banks goes back a spot as Brian Fine picks up 6th. Chad Coleman back in 5th, trying to work his way back into the mix. Tyler Dalton, Nathan Bigart. Bigart right onto the back bumper. Tyler Dalton trying to close it in. Bigart trying to close it in on Tyler Dalton. They have swapped spots, and Tyler has led every lap so far. Glazer having to back up the corner. These drivers trying to chase each other around here. Quarter second out of the tunnel turn. They're all working. Everybody pushing out. Everybody doing exactly what you expect, and that is run as hard as they can, but being as patient as they can. Tyler off the wall. You see Nate get a big run in the draft here, and this car's been showing that it's tough to pass. You see the crossover here. See the 19 try to egg shape the corner, and this is where the dirty air pushes the car up. And that is a super speedway bubble if I've ever seen one. Gonna roll the corner down to the bottom. And this is where Tyler Dalton's been able to exit the tunnel turn really well. So turn 1, the better for the 01. He's able to set up on turn 3. Tyler Dalton, we'll see the 01 try to close it back down. So turn 1, turn 3, a little better, but Tyler Dalton has a better exit out of turn 1. And then when they get into the tunnel turn, that's when it's become a change. You see right there, the 01 sneaks back on the inside. 19 a little higher here this time by. On corner exit will slide up, and this time I think Nathan has got an opportunity. It's hard to get side by side. You see the wiggle on the nose of the 01 there, trying to set the car into the corner. Wiggles it down, gets it a little closer. I think he's going to set up for high end, low out exit here. The 01 trying to challenge the corner. Last laps for the drivers, 54.26, 54.23, 54.21 for Glazer, 54.18 for Rayburn. Striker matching race pace as well. We don't until you go back to Chris Justice here, you really don't see anybody outside of the 54.3s or lower. Chris Justice working on the outside, Kogar there side by side. Kogar, Justice, Kogar will slide back up. There comes a run from Tyler Lemon. Big run right behind him. Chris Justice defending that one right there, but these drivers losing some ground here with 17 laps to go to the stage. Kogar into the wall just a little bit. Bailey on the inside. Jeremy working. Kogar down to try to side drive. Gets a little close there, but he's good. Everybody holds on. Tyler Dalton, Nathan Bigart duking it out for the little bit of speed that they're trying to get here to set up turn one. You see Nathan on the brakes early, trying to roll the corner. Here comes Rayburn. He's got to run to Glazer. Oh, the 01 to the wall. That was a hard hit for Nate. Car looks okay, though. Trying to set up to turn into the corner. He's got some right front damage. So now 0.3 of a second. Glazer closing in. Rayburn, Coleman, Brian Fine, Brandon Banks. Striker right in tow of these drivers. We'll see how Striker turns it on late. So we'll see if he's going to be able to catch up here. 54.26 last time by. Runs a touch faster than some of the drivers ahead of him. We'll see what he does this time. 54.61. Chris Justice, 54.41. Tyler Lemon. Jeremy Bailey. Logan Kogar. Kogar trying to settle into the corner. Little wall tap for him there. 85 of Justin Hendry and David Steiner side by side. The two Fords. We'll see Eric Schaefer 3 wide here. Schaefer set up for the tunnel turn. At the inside on the 85, 4 rules the bottom of the racetrack. There's a spot for Schaefer back to 14th. He's up 10 now. Once again. Tyler Dalton, Nathan Bigard, 3.5 tenths. See Tyler Dalton exit here. He woed the corner back up. Bigard in second. Glazer, Rayburn, Coleman. Rayburn looking on the inside. Rayburn to make the pass. Rayburn saving a little extra here. Trying to go at it. Back to Church. Church up 3. Has Cam Dario just ahead of him. Caution out. There's Jeff K. 41. Having an issue back here. Did he get free? I think the car is free off corner. Oh, yeah, that was a long way to slide. New race controller here tonight. Axel Benoit is the race controller that I think is in the session. So much love. Congratulations on and welcome aboard. Chop Shop, pretty fantastic place to be a part of. All graviness. All right, they're going to come in. I think we're going to see maybe a pit road thing here happening. We'll see. I mean, the laps are pretty well about a second off the pace. They do have 3 additional sets of tires. We are through 7 on the racetrack right now. I think that's what it is. It ain't nothing but a thing. Ain't nothing but a thing. Thank you for the clip, Budgie. I know the clips did the thing again. Eclipse did the thing again. Yep. All right. They're going to do what they do. I'm going to take 2 seconds and go check on Cody real quick. She had some food just a moment ago, so I'm going to go check on her. We had to re-plug in a microphone, so there you go. Tyler Dalton out front, Nathan Bigart in second. We had a couple of drivers come in to take a little bit, and there's 10 laps to go to the stage this time by. My math was off just a little bit ago. We're ready. Let's go, boys and girls. Michael Wolf, Brad Dove out of the race, it looks to be. Something happened with the car. We'll see. Drivers getting fanned out here early. Schaefer up 13. Cam Dario behind. It was a little too early to come in to take tires for the drivers. I understand that very well. Fred Chase, he came in on 18, though. Clint Hackett as well. These drivers coming in, topping off on a little bit here. Making sure they're kind of ready. Tyler Dalton, 55-50. Quarter second down the gap. Bigart up and out. Try to close into the distance. Glazer, Chad Coleman, Rayburn back to fifth. Didn't have the restart he needed. Brian Fine up spot. Brandon Banks there. Up a spot, off a spot. And Stryker back on the outside. Kogar pushing out as hard as he can. Stryker now within the draft distance as everybody tries to break the draft. Stryker with a run. Again, Tyler Dalton has led the majority of the laps since taking over the lead. I think it was on lap 2 from Nathan Bigart. Eric Schaefer just ran his fastest lap of the race, 53.96. Cam Dario, 54.17. So putting on the gas a little bit here as they get out of turn 1. Drivers running up out of turn 1 up near the wall. You see him hit that downhill section back there. It's a great camera view on just what the drivers have to. I mean, with 3 different unique turns here. One modeled after Indianapolis, one after. Now I got to look it up again because I always forget. Oh, here we go. Turn 1 is after Trenton Speedway, which is high banked and again the way the exit works. Turn 2, the tunnel turn is modeled after Indianapolis. The Milwaukee Mile is turn 3, very flat, very edgy when it comes to getting out of the corner. Tyler Dalton seeing Bigart try to close in. Glazer working. Tyler Dalton fading here a little bit. Bigart didn't have the run he needed to get alongside Tyler Dalton there. You see him have to work off the throttle. He's going to get right back into the draft here again. 0.3 of a second. Tyler Dalton holding on out of turn 1. Into the tunnel turn. Nathan Bigart trying to set up the outside lane. This is where the run is going to happen here. High in, low out. And a big run. Tyler Dalton down to the bottom. Bigart trying to chase. Trying to help him scrub off the speed to get there for turn 1. Glazer in tow. 10.5. Tyler Dalton. It's in the high end and now the low out. 19 turning down to the bottom. 01 trying to get there. Trying to be alongside him on corner exit, but Dalton's going to be clear. This is where the draft into clean air becomes viable. Bigart has a great turn 3. Up and out, trying to get there to the back bumper once again of Tyler Dalton. So Nathan trying to play some games here, trying to get himself into the corner. Try to have the exit on the front straightaway. He's going to have a big run here. Down to the bottom. He's going to give up the lead to Nate. It's going to get up there and jump the dirty air. Nate's going to have the run on the inside. We're going to draw dead even into turn 1. 01's going to enter in late. Free up to 19. 19's going to be sideways up the racetrack. Into the wall he goes. Nathan playing games. Set up the pass, and here's the run. So Nathan's gonna escape here. I promise Tyler Dalton will remember that. Eight-tenth of a second. Bentley Glazer trying to close in. 5 laps to go to the stage. Tyler Dalton back and forth. Chad Coleman there. Rayburn back on the outside. Has Brian Fine there. Glazer there to chase. Tyler Dalton, Chad Coleman will let them do just that. Bigart too far away for Glazer to soak up his draft. So Glazer working. Chad Coleman back into the mix, half second to third here. Tyler Dalton hurt the tires pretty profusely here. Yeah, drivers try to settle in. Glazer into the corner. Chad Coleman, Tyler Dalton, Brian Rayburn, Brian Fine into the mix. Stryker in eighth. Brandon Banks there. Mr. Dudley up four. As Brock Duty Church inside the top 20. He is up a couple of spots here. Fred Chase up 10. Clint Hackett up 3. So everybody working. Happy birthday again to Church. Glazer matching the lap time. Is Nathan Bigard 54.27. Kogar, the other driver, matching the same lap time as Nathan Bigard. Nate trying to break off some speed here. Trying to understand how much grip he has left at the end of this one. Kind of crazy, considering the way the draft is working for the drivers behind him. 1.85 the gap. Glazer working higher. Trying to have the throw out here. Tyler Dalton, Chad Coleman. Glazer last time by 54.74. Tyler Dalton trying to. I think Tyler's tires have leveled out now. He's got the opportunity. He just has to get himself around a couple of drivers. Rayburn will look to the inside. Rayburn trying to set up for the tunnel turn here. Drive off, gets right back into the throttle, back over the back bumper for Tyler Dalton just ahead. Brandon Banks there on the inside of Brian Fine. We'll have Stryker on the outside. The third lane working here. 2 to go to the stage. 5 looking on the inside. 88. Big run here. We'll be right there. Tyler Dalton on the outside. Chad Coleman. 2 seconds the gap. Dalton will try to work on this one. So Nathan Bigard will come around. White flag here this time by for the stage. Bigard, Glazer, Tyler Dalton, Chad Coleman, Brian Rayburn. Coleman to the wall. Rayburn, he holds on to it next to the wall. Rayburn fades down. Stryker trying to get another spot out of this. Will soak up. 74 down into the corner. It's going to get tight here. 5-7 will look for the run on the 88. Nathan Bigard 1 3/4. Bentley Glazer a good opportunity. Save nothing. Tyler Dalton. Chad Coleman to the line. Bigard wins the stage. It'll be Glazer, Dalton, Coleman, Rayburn, Strickland, Fine. Brandon Banks, Kogar, Schaefer. I think there was some swap spots there. I think Stryker was ahead of Brian Fine there. Everybody worn up. Everybody trying to catch back up with a pace car. Long way to go around. All right, Nate will check out with the pace car. They'll be on the back straightaway. They'll be your stage. And again, happy birthday to Church. we've gone through 30, 31 being completed. I'm sorry, 32 being completed right now. Second caution of the race, one for incident, one for the stage. It's neat rules out. Everybody does the kung fu fighting. That is what it is. We appreciate it. We do. All right, there'll be a race off pit road. Driver's going to come in. And we'll see what's going to happen here. Michael Wolf should be your lucky dog. He'll get one of his 2 laps back here. So I think he'll be a lap down. The guard coming to pit road. Glazer, Tyler Alden, Chad Coleman, Brian Rayburn, Brian Fine, Strickland, Banks, Kogar, Schaefer. A lot of Deborah out there. Oh, yeah, Wolf will come around. He'll get his lap back. And the race off pit road will be as such. There's everybody coming down pit road. 10-second pit stop. Pretty big. Mr. Wolf will come around. There's Nathan Bigart. He will come out as well. See a couple of drivers stay on pit road just a little bit longer. Check on some damage. Check on the car. Trying the limit on there. Getting some of his looked at as well. Jonathan Parsons checking on the right side of his car. Fred Chase working. Mr. Wolf coming into pit road. Waited his pit stop here. Missed his pit box. Has to back up a little bit. They'd be working. As baby Church. Church said he was 2 pounds whenever he was born. Yeah. Yeah, all the great things. All the great things. Again, if you enjoy iRacing, you enjoy NASCAR, or you enjoy just my company, well, give me a solid. Get out there. Make sure that you're taking care of one another. Schaefer stopped on the bottom. I think he might have needed to go use, the restroom. Who knows? We'll take one more lap around here. The long racetrack. It might have been why he was rushing to get around. He did hit his pit stop, so he's good to go. But we'll see it. Nathan Bigart will choose the outside lane. Glazer will be on the inside. Tyler Dalton will be on the outside. Rayburn on the inside. This will be the duking it out opportunity that you see. So Nate's right side damage that he had earlier, not really showing up anymore. So he might have been able to get that knocked out for a couple of seconds. Some great things. Again, welcome to Church's Pocono. Love to see it. Love to see all y'all out there. Thank you very much. Who do we go on board? You know what? We can go on board. That camera? What is that? A Striker. We'll go on board Striker for the restart. We'll go back around. Hit him back and check out him. Striker up 2. There is Jerry Culver. He is back here up 5 and 25th. Highlight the drivers because they're awesome and they run the driver cams and they're amazing, so we appreciate them. There's Chris Justice. He is up 4. He will be restarting on the inside or on the outside of Logan Kogar. So we're seeing how that's going to fare out for him. Then, there's Churchy. He is up 2. He sits in 18th. Joe Hudson coming to pit road is going to top off on fuel one more time. Might get a black flag for that. Entering a closed pits. Mr. Robert Dudley up 8 spots. Sits at 11th. He is going to restart on the outside. As it would be. And then, last but not least, there's Brian Fine. Here he is. He's going to restart 8th. Well, technically 7th. I'll be there on the inside. So, Schaefer coming back up. Right where he needs to restart. So, yeah, there we go. All right, lights are off on the pace car. He might have had to go dehydrate. You never know. All right. Let's get back to it. Excuse me. We go back. Green flag race. We'll have 55 laps to go. Good cycle on these cars. About 34 laps on this 2.5 mile circuit. 34 to 37, I believe, is what it is. Same as super speedway. So just you're out of the gas and on the gas more. So actually, how many? 36 laps is what I ran the other day in the super speedway. Seemed to be okay. Either way, we'll be ready to go. Let's do it. Back at it again. We're going. It's green, 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 green. They're going to fan out. Watch turn 1. It's going to get busy. Tyler Dalton to the bottom. There's Glazer there. Dalton to try to close back in. Let's go on board Striker. Because I said I was gonna. Marbles everywhere. New tires, the marbles. Oh, caution out. Robert Dudley. Right in the tunnel turn. 41 gets into him. So some very big nose damage on the 49. So this is out of turn 1. Dudley, a good run. 63. Comes up, tries to pull him back. They got to turn into the corner. 49 goes to slow down to try to turn to the corner, and the 63 right on him. And Jeff K here. It's into his nose. What happened to Jeff here? I think he was trying to slow down. This is a turn where things go up the racetrack. So if you are a driver, he steered right back into it. Unfortunate. All right. Well, Striker be giving us the view. Mr. Wolf will be your lucky dog. He'll get back on the lead lap. Big track to get back on the lead lap. So he'll do just that. David Steiner goes to the tail end. I think he'll take the UL. Mr. Dudley have to come to pit road, uncheck those tires, get some of that nose work done. He's having himself a good race. First time in the Cup Series in a while. Running inside the top 15. It's a good day. Big Heart, Tyler Dalton, Bentley Glazer, Brian Rayburn. That'll be at your racing line right now as they pace around. All great things. All great things. Church is in. Yeah, I think Church has that long hair. Oh, doggos. Happy birthday, church, man. From all of us over here, from Signature Esports, our community, to the Chop Shop community. Deserved. 22 coming around. Third caution of the race, second for incident. First for one for the stage, of course, and that'd be good. Chop Shop Racing. I call them the world's greatest iRacing leagues. That's is a term I've coined. They've been really good. Sim 500, really good as well. Amp Racing, really good as well. We have the Signature Esports Racing Leagues. It's going on as we speak at the same time. All of it really, it's just been great racing. So very happy that we're able to be a part of it. Mr. Dudley able to check on the front of his car. Let's see if I got a camera to be able to do so. Yeah, he gets a lot of it fixed. Maybe not near as bad as what I thought it might be. 52 seconds. Yeah, it fixes the nose of the camera. It looked a lot worse than what it was. So Michael Wolf's going to come around. He is back on the lead lap. Mr. Dudley will leave pit road here. Get himself back up on the racing surface. This is one of the very few that you get to, there you go. Happy birthday to Church out there. This is one of the very few racetracks where you actually get to exit pit road on the actual front straightaway. You don't have to go around turn 1 or turn 2. Could you imagine exiting pit road on the Tuttle out of the Tuttle turn? Who is the guy? It's a guy on TikTok. I think his name's Breakhard. I know that he's got a media presence when it comes to NASCAR stuff on TikTok, and I don't ever want to talk ill about somebody. And I don't mean to sound like I'm talking ill, but I disagree with his points of view more times than not. And he was talking about how Pocono has 5 or 6 turns and stuff like that. And, you know, it's time for the track to realize it or something like that. I was listening to that last time they were at Pocono, and I was like, yeah, no, I'm out of it. I don't care. For the same reason you could say Indianapolis has 8 turns because you have an enter and an exit of a turn. Yeah, get over it. Yeah, as of late, I've been having quite a few. My opinion of him has not been the greatest, and I hate to be that kind of person because I usually love everybody, and I think he's. I really think he. I don't know who he roots for in the NASCAR Cup Series, but he's very much a simp. He tries to do the. Was it an exciting race kind of things, and what's exciting to him and what's exciting to the masses are two totally different things. He thought New Hampshire was not a great racetrack, and they invited him out there to New Hampshire to give him an opportunity to see the track to try to change his mind. I was like, man, that's not good. All right, Tyler Alden, Nathan Bigard on the outside. He's gonna have a great restart. Getting up to the gears a little faster. Glazer looking on the inside. 19, we'll see the 01 there. 19, corner exit. 74 is going to have a big run. And they're going to get all discombobulated right here. Tyler Dalton, a 10th, and trying to close here. The 19 will be there on the inside of the 01. Going to pull up and try to side draft here. 19 trying to work the corner. 19 will push the 01 up. The 01 trying to battle back here. Big Art, Dalton. Work to the inside. Tyler Dalton will turn down earlier. And Tyler Dalton will try to clear. He will clear. The 01 right behind him will cross him back over. Try to get the run into the tunnel turn. Rayburn right behind. Tunnel turn for Dalton. Going to work up the racetrack. This could be right there. Tyler will set up the corner. This is the run that Big Art had earlier. And Tyler Dalton using it to his advantage here as Rayburn goes to the bottom here. Coleman will be on the outside, so Nate goes back into chase mode. 6 wins on the series. Tyler Dalton with 2. Chad Coleman looking at the racetrack as well. We'll see who's going to do what here. Striker inside the top 5 is go time for Strickland. Bentley Glazer, Brian Fine in 7th. Brandon Banks up to 8th. Schaefer up 15. Brock Duty, he does this quite a bit. Finds himself in the hard charger position. Up 17th, runs 14th right now. Jeremy Bailey finally able to get a clean race out of the field. If it could end up in Jeremy Bailey's lap, it usually does. I hate that for him, but hey, he's having a great day. Brian Fine and Chris Justice and Jeremy Bailey all inside the top 15. Those are all teammates there. Tyler Dalton quarter second now, but in second lane. The 01 on the bottom. Chad Coleman trying to rip some lap times. 88 to the wall. Glazer was right on top of him there. Going to go back and see what happened to Stryker there. He got on the wall and the 18 followed him. Yeah. 18 still had the run. 3 wide right there. So Brian Fine to 5th. Glazer in 6th. Stryker in 7th. Brandon Banks at 8th. Eric Schaefer in 9th. Chris Justice there on the inside. Logan Kogar trying to work his magic back forward. Justin Hendry behind. Got the 85 working. Jeremy Bailey up to 13th where he started. Tyler Dalton side by side with the 01. The 01 trying to push the 19. Clear of Chad Coleman here. Into the tunnel turn they go. Nate having to get out of the throttle there. Quarter second, still trying to hold on. Tyler Dalton, 53.86. Trying to save the tire here. You see Nate setting up the run on the outside. Wants to go back to leading. 0.3 of a second. So Nate working the outside lane. Tire's really not a factor here. See where the fall off is. About a second, whatever they had the fall off, but it got to a point where it just leveled. Up and out of the corner. Tyler Dalton, quarter second. Nathan not letting up. Back into the field. Pocono, 90 laps, halfway this time by. As the drivers look to make it happen. Able to keep it on exciting. Able to take a small hydrate break. You all take a chance to grab yourself some water. We're far from done. Got ourselves a race halfway. All right, back to it. Bigard out front. He just trying to keep a quarter-second difference here. Bigard passed on 51. Here's the pass for the lead. Got to run. Try to make it happen. And cleaner of the two passes did that in the tunnel turn. See how drivers work this out. Tyler Dalton, Chad Coleman, Brian Rayburn in fourth. Brian Fine. Seeing some work happening. Schaefer still holding on to 10th. That's Kogar right behind him. Cam Dario there as well. But hacking up 10 spots has Jeremy Bailey behind him. Brock Duty up 16. Fred Chase up 13. Fred Chase has had a masterful looking race line tonight. Tyler Lemon off 8 from the start of the race. Is trying to work himself back inside the top 10. 38 laps to go for the drivers. Nathan trying to shake the draft of the drivers behind him. Getting into the corner, trying to escape. Tyler Dalton down to the bottom, swings for the bottom side of the racetrack. Bigard trying to make sure that he has the run on the back straightaway. Dalton not feigning that time. Trying to keep it at bay, trying to keep it close. Clean air for Bigard. Trying to work up toward the wall. Tyler Dalton easier on the brakes getting into the corner. Trying to make sure he settles in. Little egg shape for Tyler Dalton, 4/10 of a second. Up and out, sliding the tires on the front straightaway. Trying to chase Coleman, not feigning as well. Quarter second to the leader. This is the top two. Try to break the draft here. Dalton able to get into the corner just deeper. Running into the wake of the 01. Going to push tight out of the corner, the 01 up near the wall. Again, try to break the draft. That'll be the way it works. So the track, too tough to pass. We've seen a few drivers make amends to it. But we're seeing drivers off 1 or 2 spots. Only a handful of drivers that are off any more than that. Chris Justice up 7. Schaefer up 14. Clint Hackett up 10. Brock Duty up 16. 10 for Fred Chase. Jonathan Parsons off 11. David Steiner off 10. Joe Hudson off 14. Brad Dove out 13. Everybody else, 1, 2, 3, 4 spots, something like that. Nothing too egregious. Tyler Dalton still chasing. Nathan Bigard scrubbing the tires. Chad Coleman is closing the gap. 54-3, 54-1-2 last time for Nate. The tires really only falling off about a half second this run as Rayburn gets faster. Trying to manage 35 laps to go. Church's Pocono showed up tonight. We appreciate Church and all that he does. We appreciate everybody being out there that supports him, supports Chop Shop Racing, supports our grandiose sim racing experience that we like to call iRacing. Red Chase, like he is coming to pit road. See what happened. I think this is a choice for him to come to pit road. It was. Well, locks it up just a little bit there. We'll see what's going to happen with Fred Chase. Tires and fuel for the driver. It's his pit box ready to go. And I forgot my drink. Right back. There's my drink. Good chase just ahead, coming off pit road. Got his pit stop in. We're trying to work his way forward. Dudley doing so as well. Drivers keeping on 32, 58 being completed. Nate, 3/4 of a second, the gap. Seeing drivers short pit the cycle here. Chance to keep yourself into it. Tyler rolling second lane. Nathan going higher at a 1 and 2. He has broken the draft enough that the chase should be on. Cam Dario having a blink issue back there. Cam disappearing on the racetrack there for a moment. Waiting to see if he shows back up. What that does is it keeps Kogar guessing where he's at. Clint Hackett just behind. He's up 11 spots. We're all working Striker, Eric Schaefer. Striker up high. Adminboxx just ahead of he. He's changed up the race line. He's moved up the racetrack a little bit here. 54.54 last time by. Tyler Dalton 54.43. They've backed up their corner here. They're letting Nathan run 54.2s. Chad Coleman 54.27. We'll see what driver's going to do here. 31 laps to go. 30 this time by for Nathan Bigart. Tyler Dalton, Brandon Banks. Short pitting their way forward. Bigart 1.3 the gap. Chad Coleman holding on to second. Rayburn in third. Brian Fine. Bentley Glazer. Chris Justice. All working fine. Holding on. Good opportunity to go on board these driver cams. Take a look at what they've got going on. Bentley having a great race here. Working higher. Brian Fine. Gonna throttle back up. Glazer is right there. Bigart coming to pit road, short pitting his way in. Pulling him into pit road. That's a whole different ball of wax there. Glazer looking on the outside of Brian Fine once again. Is on board of what he's got going on. Bentley right on his back bumper. So look there. Chad Coleman taking over the lead as Rayburn just behind, 0.6 of a second. 29 laps to go. Drivers trying to get to the point of making it on fuel. Bigart, Schaefer leaving pit road. Tyler Dalton coming around. Will be into turn one up to speed. Bigart just ahead of him. The 4-second gap. Tyler Dalton, two extra seconds on pit road. Striker coming to pit road as well. So Nate will try to work his way back forward. Seeing all the drivers coming to pit road. So green flag pit cycles happening. Jeff K between Nathan Bigart and Tyler Dalton. 3.6 the gap. Tyler Dalton to Nathan Bigart. Brandon Banks. Eric Schaefer. Fred Chase. Chad Coleman. Brian Rayburn holding on 0.6 of a second. Brian Fine. Seeing Bentley Glazer. There's Church there as well. Church came in on 61. Took his green flag pit stop. Jimmy Bailey. Jeff Laraway. Jeff K coming to pit road. Brian Fine, Bentley Glazer, Chris Justice all on pit road as well. You're going to try to beat Nathan on this racetrack. Well, you're going to have a very quick pit stop. Church doing what he can. He is holding on. There's Chris Justice. And we go to Church. That's what I'm doing. There's the birthday boy. He is rolling. Nice and easy, folks. Nice and easy. That's all you could see. He is a lap down, but he is working. Check on Jerry Culver. Justin Hendry coming to pit road. Jerry up 5 in that 25th spot. Sunday driving right now. Cameron Dario just behind him. He settles in. Jerry Culver on 61 himself. So he is good to the end. The green flag pit stops making it happen. Stryker came in on 62. As Chris Justice behind him came in on 63. I think Stryker took right sides only. That's what makes sense to me there. Justice looking on the inside. Good fading. All right. Everybody going to work. Everybody's working for the weekend. Cameron is being shown 2 laps down. Clint Hackett, Tyler Lemon coming to pit road. Brock Duty. Michael Wolf staying out. 41 spots gained. Ron Hollyfield up 18. So Chad Coleman, we've got 5 drivers have yet to come to pit road. There's the 49 to the 45. 63 working. He is in 5th. He is the last driver who still need to come to pit road. Inside the top 5, Chad Coleman, Brian Rayburn, Logan Kogar, Ron Hollyfield, David Steiner. Those are going to be the drivers need to look at it. Nathan Bigard, Tyler Dalton. 25 laps to go. Try to keep themselves at bay. 3.3 the gap as Dalton works around. Brian Fine trying to close in. Bentley Glazer came in on a 63. Everybody's doing fine. Coleman and Rayburn. Thank you for the 500 biddies. Thank you, dear. I appreciate those. Appreciate the bits. Appreciate the subs that we got earlier. Thank you to everybody. Thank you for all the extra donations and all the extra stuff that happens. We can't thank you enough. Tyler Lemon came in on 65. He is just ahead of your race leader. Has Craig Parks just ahead. Brandon Banks, we'll see. He came in on 60. Whoa, Banks. Some nose damage on that car. I didn't see where you got that from. Could have been a bump. Could have been a bump gone wrong. Coleman or Rayburn. 23 to go. They're losing. They're not losing that much. 54.51 last time by for Nathan Bigard. Coleman ran a 54.26. Tyler Dalton ran a 54.3. Nate is 3.4 ahead. See what he runs this time. 3.5 back to these two. The Bigard this time by 54.28, so running the same lap times as the race leader. 54.26. Miss Justice 53.98, utilizing a little bit newer tire here to make it to the end. Rayburn keeping it close to Coleman. Good opportunity. David Steiner still holding on to 4th. Kogar into 3rd. Right behind Jerry Culver. Jerry in 25th at 5. Has 2 spots to gain still. Ted Coleman and Brian Rayburn don't have too many people off the lead lap. Church, Culver, Laraway, Mr. Dudley, Mr. Craig Bridge Jr. Those are going to be the drivers that are off the lead lap right now. Coleman working. Michael Wolf. He still needs to come to pit road. Jonathan Parsons still needs to come to pit road as well. Thank you for giving the sub to Dustin. Dustin, if you're out there watching, how you doing, brother? We got a few drivers that still need to come in. Nathan Bigart, the first driver on the new tires. He's in 9th. Joe Hudson up 8. Michael Wolf up 21. Parsons up 5. Ron Hollyfield up 17. So I said the top 5 came it on 32. Parsons gave it on 37. Michael Wolf gave it on 31. So he's still trying to work on the magic sauce here. Joe Hudson came it on 38. He's about 10 seconds the difference between he and Nathan Bigard. 54.30 last time by. So lap times are really not that egregious right now. Rayburn looking on the inside of Coleman. Coleman to the back bumper of Rayburn. Rayburn stays low. Coleman looks to the outside. Rayburn slides the corner. Rayburn taking over the lead. Coleman looks like he might be coming to pit road here. Rayburn steps on the gas. Rayburn goes to the lead. He's been inside the top 5 all night, so he's going to run that thing out of fuel. Kogar, Steiner, Hollyfield. So Chad Coleman pits for the lead. We'll see where Chad comes out here. Had a good stage presence. Rayburn by himself, 54.67. Tyler Dalton, 54.26, 54.4 for Nathan Bigard last time by. It'll save a little bit here toward the end. Chance to keep it rolling. Coleman will be able to leave pit road here. See if he can do anything to catch up to Nathan Bigard. Coleman leaving. We'll see Tyler Dalton make that pass. Brian Fine as well. They'll be up to speed. Coleman will have newer tires here and a 3.5 second gap to Nathan Bigart. Brian Rayburn out front. 54.67 last time by. 54.58 this time by. Nate to 54.18. Tyler Dalton 54.16. How many laps can Chad Coleman run 53s? It's going to be the big question here. Big question. Kaylee, how you doing, dear? .38 looking on the outside of the 19. 5.7 there. 19 will slide up and try to hold on to it. Coleman try to work. Brian Rayburn. 9 seconds to Kogar. Hollyfield in 3rd. Wolf in 4th. Again, in on 31. Fuel and tires for him there. Hollyfield in on 32. Joe Hudson in on 38. Got a 9 second difference between he and Bigart. Bigart ran 54.3. Coleman getting up to speed here. 19 turns the throttle on here. We'll see what Coleman can do. Hollyfield coming to pit road. So is Michael Wolf. So Joe Hudson taking over 3rd. Bigart. We'll see Chad Coleman coming around turn 3. Trying to erase a 3 second gap. Those tires will level off, but I think Chad Coleman has to take advantage of that very quickly here. Rayburn to Kogar. It's Kogar just behind Jerry Culver in 25th. Parsons 4 seconds the gap between he. Wolf and Hollyfield leaving pit road side by side. Hollyfield an extra 2 seconds on pit road. Wolf will leave his pit box so drivers get back up to speed. We'll see him get out there and roll. Exactly what you see. So Kogar coming to pit road. Brian Rayburn staying out. He's got a handful of drivers a lap down. I'm good, Keely. Hope you're doing. RB, how are you? Hello to everybody. Welcome in to Church's beautiful race. RB, are you already done? You guys are already done, aren't you? How'd the race go? Did it go well? Rayburn coming to pit road. Joe Hudson, a chance to cycle. There's a 73 right behind him. Craig Bridge Jr. keeping on 62. Chance for him to get a little bit out of that car. Hudson, 16 laps to go. There's an 8-second gap between he and Nathan Bigard. Chad Coleman working where he can. Again, Hudson keeping on 38. Chance to work, folks. Chance to work. Joe Hudson taking over the lead. That'll be a lap led for him. Rayburn on pit road. Is going to be leaving pit road. Let's see if he can play catch up now. Coleman will take over that spot. Tyler Dalton, Brian Fine. Rayburn coming off pit road. Is going to get up to speed quickly. Going to lose some time. We'll have to try to work around Chris Justice, Bentley Glazer, Brian Fine. But he is going to have some ripping tires here. 2.6 the gap. Hudson just ran his fastest lap of the race, last lap of the race, 54.4. 54.27 for Nathan Bigart. Joe Hudson can run this thing out of fuel if he needs to. You never know what's going to happen on this racetrack. And it's a big enough racetrack. It's good. It was a good race. That's awesome. That's awesome. I don't even know where you're running. I haven't set up the thumbnail for it. Oops. That'll be tomorrow morning. I saw that Penguin was able to make it, so that's good. At least I saw him in the Discord. Nate trying to challenge Coleman, 2.5. Oh, Fred Chase. Drivers are... Whoa. There's no caution there? This car stopped on the racetrack. Good Lord. What a save on the bottom side. Right. Oh. Oh. There's the caution. Greg Parks stuck in the road, stuck in the wall here. Yeah, Craig Parks right here. Let me go back. So, Craig Parks running Fred Chase sideways on the bottom side. He got free off the corner, and he's trying to hold it against the wall. Fred Chase tried to stop. Crazy. Joe Hudson, race leader. I think that had to be an admin thrown caution after the fact. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. All right. Well, Joe Hudson, Nathan Bigard, Chad Coleman, Tyler Dalton, Brian Fine. Well, this kind of changes everything. Fourth caution of the race. 14 laps to go. Well, Joe can pit under caution and not have to worry about it. Nathan Bigard not too far back from him. There's a 73 between them. So Joe Hudson will come to pit road. Nathan will stay out. Rayburn's going to stay out. Tyler Dalton's going to come in. Chad Coleman has 10 lap pressure tires, 13 lap pressure tires for Rayburn. Kogar, David Steiner, Jonathan Parsons. These drivers came in on 70 or newer. Bigart will have to hold him off. He did back down his pace. And I said, I kind of jinxed it, didn't I? I did jinx it. My bad. I wanted to see if Coleman could catch Bigart. The lap times have leveled off crazily. Rayburn opportunity, though. We're completing our 77th lap, so Rayburn only 3 lap pressure tires. If we get a little bit of clean air, that'll be huge. Tyler Dalton coming out, making sure he is good to go. He might have just taken right side onlys. Joe Hudson taking a full set and some fuel. Brian Fine, full set and some fuel. Glazer, full set and some fuel. So a lot newer tires behind him. Jerry Culver keeping on the same lap, 61. They'll be working, checking on where your drivers are for the driver cams. Brian Fine here for Church's Pocono. It's been a pretty eventful race. Pretty calm, too. There's Brian Fine, sits 12th right now. There is our good friend, Mr. Robert Dudley. He's been able to get the car fixed and work done. He had himself the start of a great race, and then next thing you know, boom. There's Church, the old birthday boy this past week. Turned in the big 28, 12 times removed. He is going to be restarting 20th. That's where he started. So he's a net positive, no matter how you look at it. And we'll see Chris Justice. He is going to be somewhere back here in that 10th spot. There he is, 10th spot for him. And then we'll see. There's Stryker. Gonna turn the lights on. He's ready to go. Strickland back here in 21st. And Jerry Culver. Mr. Culver. Jerry looks a lot like... he looks a lot like my younger version of my father-in-law. Kind of nuts. All right. Pegart, Coleman, Kogar, Parsons, Rayburn. Good shot as any right now. The newest tires back in 8th. That's Chris Justice there. Michael Wolf as well. Wolf came in full set. Chris Justice right sides. Not at all the right sides. Brian Fine full set. We'll see how it'll work. Nathan Bigart, your control car. And we shall see. Let it see. Let it see. Yeah, you're going to have 11 laps to try to hold off all these drivers. They're going to be trying to throw some of their fastest laps possible there. Kogar on 73, Rabin on 74. Just newer tires. 71 for Parsons, 71 for Steiner. Culver on 61, same as Nathan Bigart. They're ready into the restart zone. They're going there green. Great restart. Good timing. Coleman looking. Holding on to the bottom side. Rayburn there to turn underneath Kogar there. Coleman trying to slide up the racetrack here as quickly as he can. 0.3 of a second. Going to try to break the draft here. And Coleman thinks twice about it. 0.4 of a second. The fall off isn't there for all these drivers just yet. Rayburn into the door of the 81. So a little bit there trying to get there. Tough to pass, but they're going to be diced in here. Michael Wolf, give it on 72 himself. 5.7 on the inside. Bigart to Coleman, 0.4 of a second. Oh, hard of the wall for Steiner. Kogar trying to track him down. Rayburn, Parsons. Bigart with clean air, 55.33 last time by. Just had the great restart. Chad Coleman working higher here. Trying to pull the draft. He's going to have a good run. Nate trying to make him scrub off that speed. 0.4 of a second. Coleman into the corner, trying to have the drive off where he needs to. Nate trying to run away. Kogar in 3rd, Rayburn in 4th, Parsons in 5th, Jerry Culver in 6th, Chris Justice on the inside. Culver working the outside lane. Bigart to Coleman. 9 laps to go. 53.57 for Coleman. Caution is out. Jeremy Bailey. And I said if it could fall in his lap, it would. 23 into the back bumper to the 32. Okay, that was a caution, but the other one was not. All right, Nate needs to control some restarts here. They'll catch back up with a pace car. We'll go back to green flag racing somewhere around, I believe, 5 or 4 laps to go. You're going to have to really time the restarts here if you're going to do anything. Kind of crazy. All right. Take a few minute break here. Back in about 120 seconds. Be right back. All right, we'll have 5 laps to go when we go back to it. Oh, Casey, thank you for reaching out to me about doing this for church. I appreciate you very much, dear. I appreciate you. Maybe we do a segment. Everybody sends in their birthdays, and Casey got me thinking. Maybe we do a segment where we we do birthday shout outs every stream if we can. Be kind of cool. My birthday's not until November. So we'll be good there. And it's around Thanksgiving, so we always forget my birthday. All right. Hey, Big Art Coleman. Ready to go. They're going to green. Coleman back, drawn dead even. Nate down to cross him over. Coleman to the outside. Trying to set up the corner here. And set up a run. Big Art down to block. Coleman had gotten tight. And now a chance for Nathan to try to escape. 0.2 of a second. Coleman backs up the corner. Nate trying to utilize the bottom of the racetrack to help the car turn. 1/10 the gap. Now 2.5 tenths. Coleman working high. Trying to set up the run. Coleman. Kogar door to door. Coleman up high. Chad Coleman getting into the corner. Works the corner. Kogar to the bottom. Out on corner exit, door to door. They're going to fight. They're going to fight for position. That's going to help Nathan Big Art escape here. Coleman drawn dead even. Getting into the tunnel turn. Kogar trying to get there. Kogar out of the corner. Coleman there. 0.6 of a second. 4 to go. Nathan Big Art, 0.6, now 0.7 of a second. Kogar trying to work the corner. Rayburn on the outside. Trying to set up the high line pass. Coleman out of the corner. Oh, into the door. Wolf back into the wall back there as well. Rayburn back over the inside. Feigned here, 0.5 second the gap. Big Art just ran his fastest lap of the race. Kogar trying to catch. 0.4 of a second. Out of the corner. Into the wall. Hard hit into the wall. Tires were not a factor here. Jerry Culver in 6th. Parsons on the inside. Chris Justice trying to work. Looking on the inside of Jerry Culver. Tyler Holden there as well. Big Art 53.49, 3/4 of a second. Now the gap. Kogar out of the corner, trying to work as hard as he can. 0.6 of a second off the drive off. 2 to go. Jerry Culver holding on. Into the corner, sends it down to the bottom side. It's going to get up into the door of Parsons. Trying to get one more spot out of this. Culver on the drive off is going to clear Parsons. Tyler Dalton a little free off corner. Drivers looking on the inside. Parsons went to fade. Trying to set up for the tunnel turn. Culver back into the bottom. Braking early for the 45. Right to the back bumper. 14 is going to look on the inside. Big Art, 3/4 of a second. Kogar trying to get there. Coleman there as well. Justice, Parsons, Tyler Dalton. 45 trying to drive back to the 14. Jerry Culver in tow, fading. White flag waves. Final lap. 0.8 of a second for Kogar to try to get to Big Art. Trying to roll the corner. It's a lot to ask out of these cars. When the tires cooled off enough for Nathan Big Art to do what he does. Nathan put the block on. Coleman had him covered. But he got a little bit of clean air. I think this is a different story. Nathan Bigart got to work on what he's got. Rayburn, Culver, top 5. Parsons trying to hold on. They're wrecking. Tyler Dalton. Parsons up into the wall. Goes backwards there. Nathan Bigart, your winner. Kogar second. Coleman third. Rayburn, Culver, your top 5. Brian Fine, Chris Justice, David Steiner, Tyler Dalton, Bentley Glazer, Jonathan Parsons right here. 14 sent him. Try to turn it into the corner. I tell you what. 45, 14. 45 was right there. Want to get into the corner. Had a good run. Got into the bumper of the 14. A bump and run. 19 there to push. Gets in the corner. 45 went to turn. 14 just returned the favor. And that freed up Tyler Dalton. And he gets 45, gets into the 85. Man. Well, Nate gets the win. 7th on the season. Some last lap chaos there in turn 3. Yep. Well, it was Church's birthday. It was a good stream. Where'd Church finish? Finished 22nd. That's all right. We're going to talk about it. Let us talk about it. Let's go to your race results, courtesy of Chop Shop Racing and the Chop Shop Media crew. 39 laps led. Kogar in second. Coleman in third. Hard charge and Jerry Culver up 25. Big Art led the most laps and had the fastest lap of the race and the pole. Won the stage. 7 different green flag lead changes. 5 different leaders. 5 cautions. 4 for incident. 1 for the stage. Tyler Dalton leading 35 of the 39 laps as well. Big Art, Kogar, Coleman, Rayburn, Jerry Culver, Brian Fine, Chris Justice, David Steiner, Tyler Dalton, Bentley Glazer, Eric Schaefer, Clint Hackett, Brock Duty, Jeremy Bailey, Fred Chase, Brandon Banks, Tyler Lemon, Ron Holleyfield, Robert Dudley, Jeff Learway, and then down the rest of your race results. Joe Hudson, Robert Church, then Craig Bridge Jr., Michael Strickland, Michael Wolf, Jonathan Parsons, Justin Hendry, Craig Parks, Cameron Dario, Jeff Kay, and then Brad Dove, 72 laps down. Tires did not matter at all. They need to fix that tire model here. They do. This guy gets the win, 7th on the season. You had to cover a lane. That was close. It was absolutely close, and tires didn't mean a thing here. Nate. Okay, well, let's talk to Kogar. Kogar, congratulations on P2 tonight. I know you were working hard to try to get there. I was curious and wondering about tires, if they were going to be able to be a factor here. Apparently, the tires just didn't have it there to be able to try to play catch up.
Yeah, it was, the way this car is, the dirty air and everything, you can't, once you get behind somebody, it just pushes so bad. And I think that was more the issue there, but it also took me a little while to get around Chad and everything, and just ran out of laps ultimately.
Yeah, kind of crazy. I thought it was going to be a factor, man. I was looking at it. I was looking at it pretty hardcore there. I was like, man, he's got 10 lap pressure tires behind him. I know he was saving there a little bit, just managing a gap, but I was like, man, this is an opportunity. But man, oh man, I would like to have seen, I guess, a closer battle for that. I figured, I'm not saying that anybody did anything wrong. This track of this car irritates the heck out of me.
Yeah, it's something. I had fun and I wasn't terrible like it is at some places, but here you kind of got a second groove that you can use. You can use the bottom or the top here, where at some places it's more one groove. But, the big thing was there, Nate's really good at once he gets in clean air, he's hard to pass anyways. And I thought once that caution came out, I was like, oh, I'm in great shape. I'm going to drive through here and maybe steal one. But once we got to second, I didn't really have anything for Nate.
Yeah. Everybody's scrubbing their speed off, trying to follow him. What he does to people is crazy. Nonetheless, it was a good race. I'm not saying it was a bad race. Just would like to have seen tires matter more at this racetrack, and maybe in NASCAR as well. Like tires need to matter more at tracks like this and Indianapolis. Like it seems like I don't know. I don't know what to think.
I would have loved that caution to have come out about 5 laps earlier. I think I would have been in better shape there if it did.
Yeah. Well, that might have changed Nate's thinking as well. He probably would have came in and actually pitted then. But you know what? There was nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with the race. It was a good race. It was we called it Church's Pocono because Church turned 40. So he gets to celebrate a birthday, and we get to run the long pond. It's a fun racetrack. I mean, the last win that I got at iRacing was at Pocono in the trucks, and tires mattered there. Holy cow, did it matter there?
Oh, I love this place. It's a fun racetrack. Happy birthday to him, by the way. And I love Pocono. It's been a good place to me historically, and I think tonight showed that once again.
Yeah. Did good. Kept yourself up in the mix. Man, I was looking at points coming into today's race, and you're right there, man. Like this is a good finish. You need these finishes over the next couple of races because that keeps you in.
Yeah, I think we got one more. I think next week's the last regular season race or whatnot. So if we can finish it out with another, this is my best finish this season. I missed the first 2 races of the season and had the 30-point penalty. So all in all, I'm still probably going to be in the chase, which is pretty cool. But as long as we don't have any problems next week, I think we'll be in good shape.
Yeah, we go to Rockingham, and that's my race. It's the Rock.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun one.
Yeah, you guys get to run 300 miles. You get to have the extra horsepower. It's Rockingham. Or maybe a 300. I don't know. It's whatever the 300 is. It might be 300 laps. I don't know. It's going to be a long race, but it's Rockingham. I mean, come on.
Oh, yeah. Who doesn't love Rockingham?
Yeah. I'm a fan. Yeah, and then we go to St. Pete, and then Chicagoland, Charlotte, Richmond, Auto Club, Iowa. Like, there's a lot of racing coming. A lot of extra racing coming.
Yeah, I mean, there's some good ones coming up in the chase. I think I'm not really looking forward to the road course, but I'm looking forward to all the other ones. That's for sure.
Yeah. I don't even think I've called St. Pete at all. I don't even think I own the track. I went to buy it.
Yeah, it's a fun.
Yeah. But I guess it would be good. I might own it. I don't know. I don't know. I've got. I at one point I had everything, and then they keep adding more stuff, and now I don't have everything, and it's kind of cool. Rayburn, you did great, dude. So you had a great race. There's nothing about anything that you did there in this race that it's literally the car. The car did everything. It worked against everybody there. I mean, people who did not come to pit road finished about where they were working. You did what you could. I think on a if the caution doesn't come out, there's some catch up that does happen there. But then we might be talking to a different top 3. You never know. Could be some things. But you know what, Kogar, you did a great job, man. Give shout outs, brother. P2 tonight, not a bad day.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate everyone here at Chop Shop that puts this league on. Appreciate you for broadcasting it, and shout out all some 500 people in here. Obviously, we got our leagues as well, and these are good series to be in, either Chop Shop or Sim 500. So hopefully, some more people come join us.
Yeah, I mean, you guys had 31 drivers on the way to the chase, so I think, and you gained a couple of drivers today. So I think this one's gaining the right direction, or going the right direction.
Oh yeah, for sure. We've had great turnout in this series.
Yeah, it's only going to get better. And we got playoffs coming soon. Oh, you got a race Monday. That's going to be fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Daytona's always a blast.
Yeah, and then you guys are a couple of races away from the regular season, or for the playoffs as well over there. Man, I tell you what, this is. I don't know if I'm getting bummed out that league seasons are ending, or if I'm, I don't know. I get to the hype of building up seasons, and then next thing you know, I'm going, all right, when's the next one? All right, yeah. I don't like seeing. I mean, I love seeing champions crowned, but I don't like seeing champions crowned.
Yeah, it's definitely something. I love racing these series. I know, like you said, they're kind of winding down, but we'll be back next year.
Yeah, we'll see it. All right, Logan, I'll see you Monday, brother.
Yep.
That's the man. That's Logan Kogar. You too. That's Kogar coming home P2 tonight. Phenomenal day, phenomenal race for him. Hold on. There we go. I'm screwed. I'm bouncing everybody around. All right, Nate had to fix his mic. So I've got one interview out of the way. Did you hear what I said? Tires didn't matter. Yeah. You flat sent it. You ran your fastest lap of the race, 3 laps to go. And and Chad almost had you. And then you covered the lane. And then it was a good turn 1. And probably the most defensive I've seen you get.
Yeah, tires don't matter when you got the turtle power at Pocono.
No,
it was definitely a strategy to pit early, and I knew that was the last time I was pitting. Even if the caution came out, I was going to cycle to the front, and that was the thought behind pitting early. Was I knew I wasn't going to get trapped in any way, as long as I didn't, mess up my pit stop or nothing. Just cycle it back onto the track, hopefully have some clean air, and sure enough, the caution come out, just stayed out. And yeah, it was fast on those cooled off cycled tires. That was what gave me that fastest lap of the race. When I came out on new tires is when I really learned that tires didn't matter. Like the leaders were going faster than I could go when I was on new tires. So there was some strategy changing throughout the race as I learned what was happening. And I was worried about Chad running me down if it stayed green. I think he was gaining. I think he would have had trouble with dirty air once he got there, but I think he would have got there and it would have been a battle. I was looking forward to it.
That's what I was looking forward to. That's what I was saying to in the stream. I was like, man, it sucks that caution came out. I would love to have seen what happened there, but I mean, this is crazy. I tell you what, it was. I don't know. I don't like the dirty air in the car, and I wish tires mattered more, but I get it. It's the same way here as the same way, it's the same thing I was telling Logan. Same, at Indianapolis, kind of the same situation. You just get to the point where you scrub off a half second to a second of speed, and then next thing you know, the hard rubber gets built up.
Yeah, I mean, like I was telling them guys, the dirty air is definitely a thing, and it's prevalent in real life. But like I said, I mean, honestly, I was able to pass for the lead twice tonight. The tunnel turn was very frustrating, trying to follow Tyler through there. But the rest of the track, there's plenty of lanes where you can run an opposite lane of them, and then they're trying to mirror drive. It's a different style of racing, but it's not all too bad. I think it's worse probably you start getting back in the pack, like 10th, 12th. There's just no clean air. But up front, you can find some if you search around.
No, everybody was doing what you guys were doing. Everybody's running different lanes. I mean, I was going through where the drivers were inside the top 5-ish, outside of incidents on the last lap. Everybody that stayed out finished ahead of the people with new tires. Which was crazy to watch. When you think you have an advantage, it doesn't show up. It's kind of deflating a little bit. I mean, you were going to be tough to beat no matter. I know how you drive. I know what you do, and in the constant evolving. I think that's one of the things that I talked about in your first couple of seasons with Chop Shop was how you're evolving. When you first started, you would go out there and you would learn the track and learn how to drive around everybody, and then that would make you faster. And now being able to qualify yourself up there, and I'm glad to see you qualifying because it matters. It matters to me. Seeing you go out there and have a good race and have good battles and have good fights, like it's a good thing for me.
Yeah, and it's great for me too. I enjoy it. That's what we're here for, is to have a competition and have some fun. So if you don't have battles throughout the race, you're not going to have any fun. So I enjoyed tonight, and like you said, I wish it would have stayed green and Chad would have caught up and fun, but it was still interesting. And
Rayburn, because Lord Rayburn was right there too. He was not far off Chad, and it was a promising night. It was a good night. You have to say happy birthday to Church because this is his race. But you didn't win. Church won. Okay, how it goes.
Well, happy birthday to Church for sure.
There you go. All right, Nate. Congrats, man. 7th win. You're on your way. You got one more race before the end of the regular season. I think probably locked in for the regular season championship, barring you either not showing up or getting penalized for some weird reason, which I don't think it would happen, but you never know. Going to my race next week, Rockingham. It's going to be good. It's going to be fun. It's going to be everything you could ever ask for.
Yeah, I was happy to not lose points to Tyler tonight. I was worried about the fact of, if I had gotten wrecked out early and not gotten stage points and a good finish, he could have gained on it. And because Rockingham definitely isn't one of my strongest tracks, I think I've only raced there with Chop Shop like 3 times maybe. So not a lot of experience there. And I was just fast. And if you don't get up there and battle him and make him wear out his stuff, it's going to be hard to beat him. I think that was the key to beating him tonight, was trying to push him into a mistake or just heating up the tires or something. You couldn't just let him cruise with clean air, that's for sure. But yeah, playoffs will be a different story for sure. It's not going to be easy. Looking forward to it.
Well, you're starting off with a road course. That's easy enough.
Yeah, that'll be good for me for sure. It'll help.
And well, you're gonna have a pretty big points lead, just like with the Truck Series. I don't know if it's gonna be a 100-point lead going into the chase, but it'll be a decent enough lead. But nonetheless, Nate, give you shout outs, man. Congrats on the win. Made the last few laps Pocono really interesting.
Shout out to Church. Happy birthday. My painter, Jeff Laraway, does an amazing job. If anyone out here in Chop Shops looking for a paint, I know he's interested in having more of his paint jobs on the racetrack here during the broadcast. So give him a holler. I got him painting me a truck for the next truck season. I think he does an amazing job. Shout out to Logan and Chad for P3, Tyler for the hard battle tonight. It was fun. Rayburn and Jerry up there, top 5. Awesome job, guys. All the admins doing all the work they do. We got a new RC tonight. I forget his name, but he did a great job for his first night.
Mr. Benoit.
No, it's. Oh, is it related to Corey? Okay.
No, not Bodinot. It's not Bodinot. Benoit. Benoit. Benoit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I saw
he did
him.
a great job for his first time. Nice job.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming aboard here and helping us out. All the fans out there supporting Signature eSports and everything you do. All the fans out there supporting Chop Shop and everything we do. My number 1 fan always out there. Love you, Mom.
Yeah, Axel Benoit. He's down there in the race control. I saw him down there. I was like, hey, I'm going to make sure I give him a shout out. Also, you don't have to be in Chop Shop to want a Jeff Laraway paint. Laraway Paints, you can find him on social media as well. He is out there. Make sure that he did that Cowabunga paint scheme that everybody hates.
I mean, it's awesome. I love it.
They hate to see it win. Dad is running to the restroom, talk a little bit longer. No. Yeah, he can run to the restroom. He can take his time. We'll wait for him to get back. It's no big deal. Yeah, no, you don't have to be in Chop Shop. You could be in any. I mean, he could post in the SERL Discord if he wants to. Our racing leagues, get some paint drawn up over there. That's when it comes to painters, and I say this to everybody. There's lots of painters out there. There's lots of painters that don't advertise themselves. And once you start seeing, some of the work, you're like, oh, I didn't know you painted. And then, then it's a weird word of mouth. I encourage people to, I took away the advertised channel in my regular Discord because it was a bunch of junk. It was like, oh, well, I'm going to advertise my business that makes no sense to sim racing. And then I was like, what that, but I would encourage painters to advertise in every Discord, because if you want to see their work, then there you go, that's why I stopped painting, because there are a lot of painters out there that can just go, hey, go talk to this guy. Know what I mean?
Absolutely. Lately, I go to Jeff for everything. I think I give him free reign to do what he wants, and he really likes to do it flashy. He's not a simple painter, that's for sure, but I like stuff that sticks out and it's different, bright colors. I think he does a great job, so I'm definitely looking forward to the truck, and we'll definitely get a win for him with it next season.
Yeah. No, wait, yeah, that's all. It's not coming out this season. You're not debuting it for the rest of the season. Come on, you only got a couple of races left, right? I mean,
exactly, only a few left.
Oh man, oh man, when are they going to make the O'Reilly series viable for Nathan to run?
They are next season. We're allowed to run 8 races out of the year. We just can't run for points.
I like it.
Yeah, it's like the real life where Cup guys can drop down and do races, but not for points. So I'll be there for a few of them.
Good. It'll be good. Stay away from Daytona.
Yeah, I won't be doing those.
you and the super speedways. It's either really good or really bad. And
you'd probably see me at the smaller, flatter tracks.
Yeah,
New Hampshire, Gateway, stuff like that.
Yeah. It'll be a good season, no matter how we look at it. All right, I'm gonna throw it back down to Nate. Always a pleasure talking to you. Congrats, man. I appreciate you as always. Too legit to quit, brother.
Yeah, have a good night.
You too. That's Nathan coming home. He's the 01. Working. Chad is back. Yeah, I figured I gave him a moment. I figured I'd give him a couple extra moments. There he is. Chad, congrats on a P3 tonight. Hard to get there in dirty air. You almost had him clear. That dirty sucker threw a little bit of a block on you to take that back away. Good Lord, sir.
Yeah, but man, dirty air was rough. I was doing everything I could to try to find a clean hole, and right there on that last restart, I was able to hang with him. He's just barely able to clear me. So when he come down, I went up. I got to his right rear, and I was like, "Oh, we might have something here." And man, it wouldn't turn. I had to wait and wait and wait. And I tried to go back to it early while I was still on his outside, and it wouldn't go. So it ruined the exit. Got Logan to run. End up with Logan getting by me. And then just like a magic switch, probably about 2 to go, it started to turn again. And after it was flying then, but Nate had got gone, and then I had Logan in between us. So it was over after that. Had another lap, probably got second back, but we just had time after that.
Yeah, I was telling, I was talking to Nate about it, and I was talking during the stream when the caution came out. I was like, man, this would have been a great, because you were catching Nate, 2-3 tenths at a time, and had plenty of time to be able to get there and maybe put a charge to it. We're talking 14 lap fresher tires. But from what I saw, it didn't matter. Once they got cooled down enough, it wasn't nothing but a thing.
Yeah, and that was all part of it. When Tyler pitted, he was having a little bit of trouble getting at the turn. I think he'd got his tires good. I think he'd overheated his tires a little bit or something. So he decided he was going to go with a little earlier pit stop, and I think he said he slid through his box a little bit on pit road.
Mm-hmm.
And then like the next time off the corner, I was like, well, okay, I was going to stay out until about 25 to go. And I come off with 3, and Nate pitted, and I was like, well, all right, so we just going to run it. We're just going to run it until I get ready, you know, until I mess up or get ready to pit. And I did. I ran it really hard for about 5 or 6 laps on those old tires, and I slipped pretty good getting in the 1, and that allowed the 74 to get to me. So when we went into the tunnel turn, I just pulled up, let him go, and decided it was a good time to make my pit stop. And it gave me what I wanted. I really wanted to stay out about another 2 or 3 laps, but I was in range of doing that right there, and it wasn't going to hurt me. I wasn't going to have to ride dirty air. So I decided to come then and just kind of pit a little earlier than I originally wanted to, but it was ballpark. So, but yeah, we come off pit road. I come off right there with Tyler. Tyler cut me a break and let me go, and I think I was 3.5 or maybe 3 3/4 second behind Nate. I cut it to maybe 2 1/4, like 2, I think 2.4. I think I was 2.4 back.
Yeah,
I would have loved to have seen it go green. Yeah. I would have loved to have seen it to go green to see what would have happened. I don't know if I could have got there, but I was for damn sure going to try. And it just, lo and behold, I don't know who crashed. All I heard was somebody was crashing on the front straightaway, and how we still do that these days, I don't understand, but it happened, I guess. And yeah, I mean, that was pretty much it right there. It was just restarts after that, and
yeah,
that was it.
Yeah, Fred got free off corner, and then he was trying to catch the car, and it woed up on him, and then there was a driver coming out of 3, and Fred was rolling up the racetrack enough that he couldn't miss him. Like it's just a bad situation. And then like iRacing should have thrown the caution. I mean, Fred was hit so hard it spun him around real bad. And then next thing you know, I think admin had to throw a caution there. But I mean, you know, it happens. I was like, I mean, even I was like, that should have been a caution. You know, I'm like, I didn't want to see it, but at the same time, I was like, well, that should have been a caution. So we should have give the drivers a chance to, you know, refresh and relax and do all the things. But yeah, I was telling Nate and I was telling Logan, I was like, you know, I kind of wish the tires mattered more here. You know, it's just because I had the speeds at which you have to brake and turn into the corner. They just seem like they're as hard as a rock. And, you know, you lose your 3/4 of a second, and then, you know, it's just trying to hit the marks. And then you feel a difference in the dirty air, but you know, the turns are not necessarily the same. I think it seems like you're heating up your tire more behind a driver than you are actually throwing it into the corner.
You definitely are. The first run of the race, I was we were all packed up right there, and I was like right behind the 5-car of Banks, and he was right behind the guys in front of him, and we were all in a line right there, and I was like the 5th or 6th car in line, and wasn't running hard really at all.
Mm-hmm.
And like it cooked the right front. Like my right front for the rest of the race was 20% or better, 20 to 25% better than it was that first run, like the rest of the race. And it's crazy at that point. There's no way, like,
it doesn't make sense.
That's the problem with clean air. The problem with clean air in this game isn't the fact that it makes you tight.
Mm-hmm.
It's the fact that it don't hurt your tires when you can go out there as the leader. And if you don't just absolutely drive like an idiot and burn it down, it don't really affect the tire wear.
Yeah.
Like if you ride behind somebody like I did, like if you can ride 3rd in line, you're all right. If you're back further than about 3rd, man, you are cooked unless you can just find an absolute alternate line that keeps you out of anybody's air. Because if you go in the corner near somebody and you can't get your car to clean air, man, you're going to be easily 15% worse on your right front than some other people.
Yeah. Yep. That's why I don't feel like anybody's.
I'll give it to Nate. Nate does a damn good job of running behind somebody and poking enough to find air to get in the corner. I watched him do it tonight with Tyler for 25 laps.
Yep.
And especially getting into one, like getting into one and getting into three, you could do that if you like. I watched what he was doing and actually learned a little bit from him and put it to use later on in the race. Now you can't do nothing about it in the tunnel turn. That's the one that's basically a goat path through there.
Yeah.
But it's everywhere else. Yeah. I mean, you can poke a little bit and get it to turn, man. You save laps on that right front tire. Like you were saying, it don't seem to matter how much you overcharge the corner. Mm-hmm. It's all about getting a little bit of air on the front tires or on the front end. And if you're the leader, man, and you got all the clean air on the nose, it's not just being in clean air and aero blocking, it's tire wear. It's massive.
Yep. Yeah, I think there needs to be a change on this track. And I know in NASCAR they need a change. I'm not complaining because I don't want to seem like I'm complaining, but this race is all too realistic to what I think about it in NASCAR as well. And, I wish it could be better.
If you go back to Dover, the race that me and Nate had at Dover, same way. Like, yeah, the aero blocking, it sucked. And at Dover sometimes gets to the point where it gets one groove dominant. Like that groove will move around, but it stays one groove dominant. Mm-hmm. And that happened at Dover. Like at Dover, I felt like I had Nate when we were racing each other before, all the other stuff started in the cautions, and then we both got called and stuff and everything else happened. I felt like there that I had Nate covered is just the clean air, which allowed his tire to live a little better than mine. And then of course it was just, he could get up there and, put a little dirty air on me at opportune times. And it just makes it extremely hard to pass.
Yeah. It's all too realistic. Well, now we know how to beat Nate. Dump a bunch of dirty air from a bunch of cars around him.
I believe the best way to beat Nate right there is to dump Nate the hell with the air.
Out qualify him. that's I guess that's it. I mean, it is. He's a damn good driver. All of you guys are.
He's good. I give him props. He's good.
But he has a hard time beating you guys on Wednesday though.
That Wednesday deal over is tough. Yeah. That's a stacked truck series.
Yep. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Yeah, so is the Monday night series. I mean, this has been Nate's calling though. He has the most wins in this series for a reason. He's just good here. That's what it is. All right, Chad.
Yeah, over here I get so close. I get so close, and I just can't quite finish it off.
Well, hey, you know what? You got the Signature Esports Showdown next week at Rockingham. So here's the track for you.
That'd be interesting.
Yeah, extra horsepower. You're gonna run some extra laps. You're gonna do the thing. It'd be a good race.
Hopefully we'll be at home for it.
I hope so, because Nate says he sucks at that track. So we'll see. We'll see how bad he sucks at that track. Because then you guys begin the playoffs with St. Petersburg. So like you're just gonna do. You know what I mean?
We start a thing. I'm gonna end up having to buy that track, I guess, if I'm gonna compete in the playoff.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to buy the track if I'm gonna call the race. I don't own that. I own a lot of tracks. I own a lot across. I own a lot of cars. I was saying to Nate and Logan, I own, at one point I owned 100%, and then they added more stuff, and I went, more.
Same.
And
I haven't bought any road course stuff in probably 5 or 6 years.
Yeah. I got the certificate, and I was like, oh, do I get to keep the certificate? So, apparently you do.
At one point, I had everything. Yeah. I had everything at one point, but man, they've come out with so many random cars right now. I honestly believe that iRacing's got too much.
Yep.
Too many cars that way, and that's why some of these hosted. Official races. I think that's why some of them struggle. There's too much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they. they've taken away some of the they've taken away some of the best cars to drive and not added and added things that just seem to be license specific. I know that, I mean, they're getting ready to add another road, the Valkyrie's coming in, so it's an LMP2. You know, how many LMPs do we need? Does that, you know, if that makes any sense. But they are taking the Gen 4 series and they're going to add more NASCAR. They're actually adding an official Grand National series to iRacing in the next update. So, or the next season.
I would love for them to create some fantasy tracks, like go back in the 2K3 archives and jump in there and grab some of these fantasy tracks that people made, like the 8-bowl tracks and some of these super speedway figure eights. Man, those things were a blast back in the day. Yeah,
and I mean, they came up with iRacing Super Speedway out of thin air. You know, I mean, they can do that.
You ain't got to have a license for them. You ain't got to scan them. You just have to have the art.
Yep.
And I mean, it's readily available. It's out there.
And they have a lot of the archives because of taking over NASCAR 25. So maybe it couldn't be impossible.
Yeah, dude, some of those fantasy tracks were a blast in NASCAR 2K3. And it'd be so much fun here. It don't matter if they charged us $10 for, you know, the fantasy tracks. Mm-hmm. My opinion, to be worth it. It's just those things were so much fun.
I think
some of those tracks.
I think they should have a track builder in iRacing. I really do. It would save because of
then they have to open up a bunch of files to the public, and they're not real keen on that. I remember a lawsuit back in the day.
Oh yeah. But I mean, there's some things that they could
wildfire
do.
Stuff.
Yeah. But I mean, there's some things that they could do. You know what I mean? There's a challenge to it, but if you made a track builder that was like, you know, section by section, like a train track section, what was the one that we did back in the day where you just laid it out? It'd be kind of cool. You know, create your own pit road. Yeah.
I remember playing Excite Bike as a kid. Always loved Excite Bike on NES.
Yeah. Hey, the netcode ruined the great battle for the stage. Yeah, Tyler, that's what I went back and looked at it. And I was like, man, he made that close, but I had to go back and look at it too. There's a little netcode there for sure. It sucks. But it was a good battle. It was good. It was a good race. Everybody did a great job. It's my job to create drama on the racing surface, even though it doesn't look like drama and maybe nobody has any drama, but you know, it's my job to get everybody's blood boiling. To tell everybody.
Talking about Nate's trying to kill him.
Well, no, I said, well, Tyler will remember that if he did that on purpose to get, you know, it was like, Tyler will remember that if he feels done dirty here. So, you know, that's exactly what I said. And when you go back and look at it, you can see how Tyler had to, I mean, he got pushed up into turn one and, he had to save the car and he went back. I think he went back to fifth or something like that. And
then got done dirty by old nasty Nate. You're gonna have to pay him back.
Yeah. See, that's my job. It's to
build drama.
When your left front is suddenly in the air and the braking. Yeah, that's what I saw. I was like, I was like, and then I was like, what was Nate trying to do there? It was a good race. It's a track that I love this track. I think it's one of the, you know, everybody talks about, you know, what is the prestigious racetracks out there. Pocono is one that should never go away, in my opinion. Just between the different road courses, the cycle courses, the different series that run here, like Pocono's, it should stay around forever, and hopefully it does.
I still like the old Pocono better.
Yeah, I don't disagree. But they definitely do need to make some changes to the next gen car to afford the opportunity to do it. Or it's not Goodyear. I really feel like Goodyear is doing what they need to do for every track, and it's a specific tire that they have to make for every track. because the
I feel
time.
like this car would be really good here with the low downforce package.
Yeah. I don't see why we just don't, shorten the spoiler up and call it
Hopefully
good.
that package will be everywhere next year.
I agree. Just add the extra horsepower and call it good. It would be just fine. I think the car would race better at the 1.5 mile tracks. People would have to use the car up more and have to save more instead of it being. Races are predictable. I think that's the reason why the NASCAR fantasy is so easy for Jess and I to predict based on qualifying. We just wait to see who qualifies, except for super speedways. And we just it's really easy to do that based on qualifying. And who's going to fall to the back. They could have a really good day at qualifying, and then there's the Eric Joneses that are out there. There's the the SVGs who can qualify in the front top 5 now, and just through things happening on the racetrack, they're just going to go backwards. So
I've said for a while now, I don't mind if they have the 550 horsepower package.
Mm-hmm.
If you have less downforce and less tire, it's going to equal a lot less grip. And you figure out some way to unseal these cars from the racetrack. You got to get rid of the diffuser to start with.
Mm-hmm.
And you could do so much. High horsepower don't always mean good racing.
No, I agree.
Like, the problem is right now is they've got too much tire and too much air. These things are sucked to the racetrack like a slot car.
The what was it? The 650 package that they had 98, 99, 2000. Some of the best racing you're going to see out there. They also didn't have a 6-inch spoiler on the back of it.
Yep. Yeah, like minimal downforce. I'd like to see them go back to a smaller tire, 15-inch wheel.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care what you do with the lug, just 15-inch wheel, more sidewall. The sidewall, what people don't realize, these cars lost their ability to roll around.
Yeah.
They're just stiff platform. And it just, when you lose your ability for the car to roll around like that, they ain't know what you can do with it as a driver. You're pretty much bound to whatever it's going to do. So,
yeah,
it don't take a lot of horsepower to fix that. Just, you need to fix the aero first.
Yeah. Yeah, if they do that, that'd be good. Yeah, it's think about when you guys are out there driving your SUVs on your 20s with low pros. How hard is it to turn that car when you're trying to brake harder? You're trying to avoid something. The thing feels like it doesn't want to move. Same concept, just in a stock car, a little bit more horsepower. But it's the way it goes. Yeah. All right. Chad, give you shout outs, man. P3 tonight. We could talk. We could do this all day. I could do it all day. Give you shout outs, man. P3. Moving on to the Rocking M next week.
Yeah, I just thank all the guys over here with Chop Shop. I've enjoyed racing with these guys on Tuesdays and Fridays when we can. I've missed a couple of Fridays lately. Hopefully we don't miss any more, but never know. But I enjoy when I get to race here. So thank to all them. Thank the admins. Thanks to Tyler for we raced in the same channel tonight, so had somebody to talk to, and Alan Cryer spotted for us, tried to help us out a little bit and kept us updated on the Braves game. And thank you for broadcasting. And now I believe I'm gonna go over and see if me and Joey can broadcast the Midnight Thunder race. So it's kind of fun I kind of got my feet wet doing it last week and had a blast doing it. I was like, damn, that was kind of fun.
Yeah, I know Ron was talking to me about it and about doing it, and I was like, hey, I'm all for it. When I saw that you guys, I saw that you guys were doing it last week. I was like, all right, let's go, let's go, come on.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun doing it. Just two hillbillies like me and Joey. Neither one of us have a damn clue what we're doing, but we had fun doing it.
Yeah, it's a challenge, and it's great to you guys get a little taste of just the little side of things, right? And when you do it all by yourself, you go, yeah, I kind of wish there was somebody else to fill that spot. And I'm glad to see you guys do it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, we had fun last week. I I didn't know what I would think about it, but I did. I actually had fun doing it.
Good deal. Good deal. Maybe I jump on over and try not to die. I could do that.
Yeah, jump in there and hang on.
Maybe. Is it
Be on the
hosted again?
opposite side of the screen.
Is it on the, is it doing
It may
hosted again?
be. It may be, but I know they did put a sign up for it, so maybe might want to check on the Discord for it and look in there. But I think it still
there
might
it
be
is.
through hosted.
Friday Night Madness. Hold on, series information. Trucks. Daytona. Oh, that's
I think
when
it's trucks at Daytona tonight.
it says 9:25. Today's the 20. Oh, this must be just recruitment. I got you.
It may be, but I think it's I think it may still be through hosted. I'm not sure. I didn't really look that close into it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, no worries. All good. All good.
Well.
All right, brother. Go. Well, go enjoy. Go get yourself ready.
Yeah, we'll go over there and talk about it, and hopefully don't mess it up too bad. But yeah, man, it's been fun. Had a good race. Had a fun night.
Thank you. All right, you too. That's Chad Coleman. He's going to go broadcast. That's pretty stinking awesome. So I love seeing it. Love seeing new faces in it, new everything, that you see. You know what I mean? Kind of crazy. Appreciate it all. How about them things? Where'd the waiting room go? Oh, yeah. I moved something. Hopefully I didn't move something. I don't know. So yeah, Sim 500. Go check out Sim 500. They're going to be on YouTube. So give them some love. Remove the flat underbody and get the car off the ground. You're not wrong. Happy birthday, Church, from Clint. Church says, thanks, brother, for doing this. Doing all right till a little damage at the end with the 22 getting sideways. Yeah, I saw that. It was good. You guys did a great job. It was a fantastic race. You guys killed it on the views tonight, so we appreciate you. Thank you to everybody for being out there. Thank you for everybody kicking butt, taking name. Church, congratulations. Nate done one so many times he ran out of stuff to say. No, that's me. I'm feeding them. I fed the wrong questions. Try not to have an attitude about the about the dang old car. So, but yeah, I thought the tires would have just a little bit more. Nate was going to be tough to beat. That wasn't what I was trying to say. What I was trying to say was, I think that the racing surface was a little bit more hard pressed to make things happen. So, but outside of that, folks, we appreciate you all. Thank you to everybody for being out there, of course, and always. Thank you to Budgie. Thank you to Chop Chop Racing. Happy birthday to Church. Thank you to Casey for being out there with us. Keep kicking butt. Keep taking names, folks. Go check out what Sim 500 has going on. Sim 500 Racing Network on YouTube. Joey's going to get out there and do the thing. Much love. Thank you. Thank you for the bit subs and your time. Thank you for the new subscribers, the new followers, everything that continues to make us grow. We're only going to get better, and we're only going to get bigger thanks to you, whether it's iRacing related or whether it's gaming related. We're going to have some fun. We'll see you soon. Peace.